Hello, hello, and welcome back.
We're
We are
live.
live,
Hi,
large
guys.
and in charge. Hello, my friends. We are back here today to talk to you about another amazing loan program. Let's talk for a second about the last time we went live. Miss Amber Coleman here and I. Last time we went live, we were talking about probably the coolest loan program I've heard about in a really long time.
That was exciting.
Blew
It was
this is
exciting.
why my eyebrows look like they're gone today, because it blew them off of it. It was amazing. So we were talking about the 1% down program, which is still very live, large and in charge. If you're interested in learning more about it, go watch the video or just click the link below or call us on the number that's listed below. But today we're going to talk about another program that's also really awesome and really giving me, I don't know, some hope, if you will, a little bit of hope. And I'm really excited for us to be able to kind of dive into the details of it today. We are really seeing a big shift in the market right now. Not a shift, but just kind of a little bit of a stale point, because a lot of people are seeing these homes hit the market that are either really cute and upgraded and turnkey and ready to go, or nowhere near turnkey. Nobody wants to buy this house and it just sits on the market. So the people who are excited about shopping for a home, like, I don't know about you, but when you want to shop for a home, you're not trying to like walk into a bunch of work that needs to be done and like, oh, I can't even imagine myself in this house. It's like bad walls, bad color, bad kitchen, bad whatever, right?
Yeah, it's true. Sometimes it's hard to see the vision on
A
it,
lot of
right?
people don't see the vision. At least the buyers, and it's okay. We see the vision because we work in this industry every single day. It's easy for us to kind of, oh yeah, it's easy. We'll just get this done and that done. But for some people, it's really hard for them to get it around their head. Like what the heck they can do to the house. Or what we're also seeing is a lot of people are like excited about a house, but they want that pool. They want a pool in Las Vegas, and pools in Las Vegas are really hard to come by, my friends. Like really
Those
hard.
those are the houses that you get so many different offers on when there's a
Oh
pool.
my
So,
God.
yeah, you got to
It's
jump on
single
those fast.
story homes with a pool and the super cute renovated homes, right? They're all going super fast. So what's left on the market, which is not a lot, we have a very low inventory still, but what's left on the market leaves us with a little bit of the less desirable homes, or the homes that need a little more creativity to work with, right?
So that's what we're here to do.
So we're here to give you, we're going to help you shift your mindset. So really at the end of the day, we're still dealing with a low inventory problem in Las Vegas. It's not a huge issue, but the issue does land us where we just talked about, where when inventory hits the market and it's new, fresh, and spanking awesome, then those are gone. And then you're left with low inventory again of homes that are just a little bit harder to fathom and imagine. So we are really excited because we want to help shift your mindset. We've got a couple different types of buyers. We got the too picky buyers that are just, if it's not gray walls, I'm not buying it. If it's not a renovated kitchen with a left facing sink, I'm not buying. And I'm telling you, there are people who go into this market like that, which I think is a little bit closed-minded and going to prevent anybody from getting anywhere. Then we have the client who's just scared of renovations, right? Because like you and I are like, oh, just do a new kitchen, or oh, just put some new flooring in. And people are like, I don't even know how to do that. What do you mean? Renovating on top of relocating, on top of finding a new job, on top of moving your kids into new schools. Like that's, who wants to move into a house where you have to do that, right? The other type of buyer is people who are just so awesome. I love the house. I love the area, blah, 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 but I need that one thing. And it's another bedroom, or it's a casita, or it's a pool, or it's a whatever. So we have a loan program.
And it's hard to find houses that fit all that.
You can't come to this market thinking that you're going to get it all. We always tell people there has to be a moment of give. And so I'm so excited because you mentioned this program. It's called the 203K.
The 203K.
203K. I'm going to have Amber walk us through this program, and we're going to talk you through why this is an awesome opportunity for you to be able to buy a home that's maybe a fixer-upper, maybe just needs a pool, maybe just needs a kitchen renovation, maybe it just needs one or two or three things. This loan's going to be able to help you do that at one time, so that you can make the dream come true and not have to be super duper picky or be outbid on the homes that you've been really falling in love with. And then we're going to talk a little bit more about, some of the details related to the loan program. And of course, as always, answer your questions at the end. So stay tuned. We're jumping into it. Quick reminder. My name is Laci. I'm a realtor. This is amazing Amber Coleman.
Hi,
She's
guys.
top 200 lenders in
love
the
how you say
nation.
that.
One of the top 200 lenders in the nation. I only work with the best, and she clearly only works with the best for me. But genuinely, we're just here for you. So if you have any questions at all, please drop it like it's hot in the comment box below. As you can see on the bottom of the screen, there's a lovely little scrolling ticker that lets you know you can call, text me anytime you want. Would be happy to talk to you about your situation. I've gotten a lot of calls in the last couple of weeks.
I know.
It's been crazy. My ear is worn in. It's been nuts.
It's beautiful for people to be able to talk to Laci.
It's been fun. It's super fun. So reach out and let us know. Or if you don't want to call directly, you want to fill out a form and let us kind of contact you, there's a link in the description and in the comment box below pinned. So that being said, let's just jump into it. Again, if you have comments or questions questions about any of this, drop it like it's hot. We'll get to you towards the end, but let's jump in. Talk to me about why it's a good idea for me to maybe buy a house that's not quite exactly what I need it to be, because it just needs a few little zhuzh-up-as of things.
Well, because here's the reason. So the 203K, okay, so here's the reason why you want to buy a house like this. Because when you're out there writing offers on houses, you're going to find a house that's perfect. It fits everything.
Cute as a button, turnkey.
And everybody else wants it as well. So you're fighting the world to be able to get this house, and then they're being bid over appraised value, stuff like that, right? But if you find another house that maybe hasn't been as upgraded, you know, with the previous owner, and it doesn't have the right cabinets, it doesn't have the right this, it doesn't have the right that, you want something else, there's a way to get it.
Just doesn't have the pool, or just doesn't have the casita, or whatever.
I don't think any house is actually perfect.
No, of course.
Like, you're always going to go into a house and say, okay, I want to do that, 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 and that. But what if you could do it right when you moved into the house?
And if you had help and guidance, right?
Yes, because we know all the right people to help you out. So, okay, so that's what this program offers. If you want to be able to get into a house and make it your own, not have to worry about saving money here, saving money there, wait until 2 years to be able to get this, and this. You take the lump sum of money within the loan, and you take that money and you have the repairs done right after closing.
Yeah.
That's what this loan offers. It's pretty cool to be able to do that. So it's called the FHA 203K.
Awesome.
So we have to stay within FHA loan limits on this one. There's other renovation loans, and we're going to talk about those another day.
Yes, we are.
Right? But this one is the FHA 203K limited. So what it does is you can get up to $35,000 in upgrades, but the loan has to hold back a certain percentage. So like estimated about $4,000, because once you like start digging into walls and stuff, if there's something that goes wrong, we need to make sure that there's enough money to fix it to make it livable for you.
Right.
So that's why the loan's going to give you $31,000 to repair, and then hold back that other $4,000 just to make sure if anything needs to happen afterwards. And contingencies is what they call it.
But this is built into your loan. So you upfront, you don't have to come out of pocket at the beginning of the house purchase, so that you have to, oh, now I got to buy floors. Oh, I just spent all this money on my down payment, and now I got to come up with money for carpet, or now I have to put in a pool. Yeah. This loan gives you the opportunity, just like you said, to roll it all together and have it all happen at once.
Yeah.
Which is pretty awesome.
And that's a big concern right now, because a lot of times you're getting into houses and you're taking your money for your closing costs, your down payment, and you're like, dang it, I want to do these repairs. How do I do this? This offers that to you. So like, let's say you find a house that's $450,000 and you want to maximize the amount of repairs that you want on it. And it's not just repairs that need to be done. It could be stuff anything that you want to be done.
What if you don't like the landscaping in the front yard? Or what if you want to, like I said, want to put a casita in the backyard?
Yeah.
Want to build out a pool, or build out your garage, or
just have that newest kitchen that's out.
Update. Yeah. Does it allow appliances included?
Appliances.
So appliances, and like maybe new countertops, and maybe, I don't know, the new bathroom to match the kitchen, right? It's literally anything you want to do that fits within a renovation of a home.
Sometimes people are just like, I just need paint and carpet, so they don't want to take the full amount.
Right.
You can choose how much you want to take out of that $35,000.
Yeah.
So it's like, let's say you do a loan for $450,000 and you want to max it out and take out the whole $35,000, which you'll get access to about $31,000 if you do that, to be able to do the repairs for the contingency. So your loan amount then would be $450 plus the $35,000, so it would be $485,000 that you're buying the house for, and then you put the down payment, the 3.5% down.
Right. But it's all there with you. The other part that I think is cool, which I'm going to put this up here, see if I can help people kind of follow along with us. So it's one loan to renovate. So you're buying the home and you're renovating at the same time. What Amber's talking about is kind of the benefits of this loan right now, which really are exactly what you said. But I want to make sure I reiterate, because I see a few people joining us late. We're talking about shifting your mindset when you're buying a home. So many people are so stuck in the mindset of it has to be perfect. It has to have a pool. It has to have a this. It has to have a that. And we're constantly reminding our buyers that you guys need to maybe just peel back your expectations a little bit. This loan allows you to still have those expectations. It's just going to be on you to get it done once you finish buying the home. That's the only difference. So you can buy an almost perfect home and make it perfect with this loan and make it happen.
Yeah.
Right?
But it's not even on necessarily you, because what we have to do is we have to be able to hire a general contractor. We've already talked to one, so don't worry.
Yeah, we've already vetted one.
You don't have to stress about that, right? So the general contractor you're going to go into the general contractor, pick out everything that you want. So you want new floors, you want new kitchen, you want what you want a backyard, whatever it is that you want, they're going to price it all out for you, give a price sheet to you. And then after the loan closes, then that general contractor is going to start the work on everything.
It's amazing. So it's, it is still the component of having to deal with the renovations happening, but a lot of times I think it's less that frightens people, and it's more the cost. Yeah. After I just put all this money down on the house, I just, the cost of having to do that right after you move in, or the pain of thinking about looking at an ugly kitchen for too long, having to do like all of that goes away with this loan, which is really, really amazing. So walk through the benefits so we can give them let them follow along.
So it's only one loan. So typically when you move into a house, right, you're going to do your loan and then you decide later, okay, I need to upgrade this, and this because there's things that are driving you crazy. Mm-hmm. Most of the time you have to take out what's called a second or a home equity line of credit. So you have 2 loans on it. Yeah. Well, that's a pain because it gets costly.
Then you have 2 payments and you got to figure out the interest rate on each of them, and it just becomes a mess. Right.
Mm-hmm. So this allows it to be done in just one loan. Mm-hmm. So you have one loan, you're doing it right up front when you purchase the house, you're picking out the repairs right up front and getting it all included in the FHA one loan with the low down payment.
I love that.
Kind of cool, right? Okay, the next one is make updates to suit your style. So like I said, there's no house that's ever going to be perfect. As humans, we're always going to go into something and be like, no, that needs to be changed. That needs to be changed.
If only the wall colors were gray. If only the walls were white. Why would they paint it that color? I don't want to buy this house because it has that blue wall in the living room. Okay. I mean, we could probably get rid of the blue wall, but those are the things that stop people because it really makes it hard to dream, right? So we want you to dream a little dream with us. But just realize you can make that dream come true.
It's actually fun to dream. It's fun to. I mean, I've just done it. Like just renovated a house, and I'm like, it's fun. To do that, to go in and pick out what flooring you want. Like it's making it yours, right? So make it suit your style. The next one's location. So a lot of times if you want a certain location in town, maybe your kids go to a certain school and you don't want to move out of there, but the houses in there aren't something that you want to live in.
Well, they're just not updated, or they're not your vibe or your style, or they don't have cute enough backyards, or none of them are available with a pool. That's the one that keeps stopping people is I want in this neighborhood with this zip code, with this with gray walls, with a perfect kitchen, and it has to have a pool, and it has to be single story. And it's like, congratulations. Good luck on your search.
There's
like it's not possible. There has to be a give. So here's the deal is the give is on the search, but the give is not on the final product because you can make that final product come
Yes, $31,000 on this one one alone, to be able to make the house your own. The next one's kind of cool. So you'll likely benefit at tax time. So I didn't think about this until I read it, because if you're going to buy a house and then renovate later, those renovations aren't tax deductible. But if you're buying the house and renovating it within a loan, the whole thing is tax deductible. So you'll see a higher tax benefit because you're including the renovations within the initial loan.
Okay.
Yeah, right?
Okay. Sorry. Nothing like, listen, tax.
I know. You want to save money on taxes anywhere you can go, right?
I love that.
And then the other one is borrow more. Mm-hmm. So you're looking to be able to buy your house at $450,000, right? Like we're on the example that we're using.
Yes.
And then add $35,000 in repairs to it. So most of the time you're going to think, well, how can I do that? Because the appraisal is not going to come in.
Right.
That's what we'd run into. So what we do is we're going to send the appraisal when we're appraising these houses. We're going to send them the purchase contract for the amount that you're writing the house for. Plus the general contractor is going to give us the list of upgrades that you've chosen and what the cost is on that. We're going to also send the appraiser the cost of all the upgrades. That way they know that you're renovating this house. So they're going to appraise it as a newly renovated house.
Oh, nice.
Versus as a house that's
like because the expectation is that you get it done in a certain period of time.
So kind of like new construction where you pick out options. Like you have your base price plus your upgraded price.
I love that. I love that.
So you're going to borrow a little bit more. So definitely a benefit there. And then you're spreading out the costs for the renovations. So like any other time you do renovations, you got the cost right now that hits you. This way you're doing it on a 30-year fixed loan. So you're taking that $35,000 cost if you decide to go that high in renovations, and you're spreading it out over 30 years. So the cost to you monthly isn't that much because it's over 30 years.
It's over 30 years. Yeah, that's a key component. And I think that is one of the things that really prevents people from wanting to do more than the headache of having to go through the process, but it's the costs, right? I've said it a few times. It's the cost of I've just drained my bank account to do the down payment. I've just done this to pay the you get over the hump, and then you go, and now I got to go buy flooring, and now I have to go figure out how to do paint, and I really want to build that casita and that pool. Oh, it's a nightmare. So this really does not only the cost perspective takes that off the table, but having all of it dialed in before you close the loan too just takes it off your table. It just makes it super easy to walk into this knowing what it's going to be. I love that.
Super cool, right?
Yes, I love that. What else you got to tell us?
Well, okay, so the details of it. So like when you decide if we've inspired you at all to like dream a little, make the house your own, make it your dream house,
change your
right?
perspective a little bit, shift your mindset about what you're going to buy.
And I mean, I'm always about the energy too. I want to be able to pick all that stuff out, like make it mine, right? So the details of it. So after you go to the general contractor, you decide what repairs you want to have done to the house. They write up the bids. The loan closes. We go through the process of closing the loan. Then they have to start the repairs within the first 30 days.
Yeah.
So, and then it has to be completed within 6 months.
Okay.
But
well,
I mean,
6 months, like that's actually a really great timeline. Unless you're rebuilding the house from scratch, that seems like a doable timeline.
Yeah. And that's a different renovation loan.
Right.
We can do that.
We can talk about that. That's a little different, but yeah.
But it's a different renovation loan.
Okay.
We'll do that a different day.
Okay. We'll do that another time. I like that this gives people hope though, because I just know for me, like I desperately want to buy a vintage Vegas home. Right. And I like that some of them are updated and renovated. I really do. I think it's cool. I think a lot of companies in town have done a great job, but I also know that there's renovation companies out there that are flipping homes that aren't doing a quality job. And I don't, so it makes me sad. So I love the idea of being able to buy an unrenovated vintage Vegas home because I want to live where I want to live. I want the type of vibe in my house that I want, but then I could do this up front and knowing walking in that I'm going to be able to immediately make that house turn into the dream that I want. I don't know, it just helps me dream a little bit more.
And you make it your own.
Yeah.
I mean, come on, Miss Las Vegas gal has her own style.
I do.
You can't just go with anybody else's style.
Correct. Yes, she is correct. So as far as like the property, the guidelines for repair, you said it has to start within 30 days, has to be done within 6 months, right?
And they're going to check on it every 30 days. So that again, we've already vetted a general contractor to be able to do this. So they know the guidelines that they have to keep it moving like every 30 days they're going to check on it. So
what, you get to the end of the 6 months, everything is done, repairs are done. There's nothing else happens. You just keep on making your mortgage payment as you already have been, right?
Yeah, you're going to keep your mortgage payment's going to continuously be paid throughout the process that you're repairing.
And the repair costs are already built into that, which is really awesome.
Yeah.
So what I love the most though is that you were saying that you don't have to take all of it. So like when I think I'm trying to think big, like what are things that cost a lot of money? A pool, a casita, building on a second floor or building a separate room or closing a patio, doing a full landscape remodel on the back of the front yard. Those are really big, costly things.
Yeah.
But what if I don't need to spend all $31,000?
Some of
if
that
I just need $5K,
$5K
to do new floors. Boom. I can just do $5K.
Go girl.
I love that.
Absolutely do $5K.
I love that.
Just floors and paint, do it.
So that's the biggest thing for me. I think the thing that's been stopping a lot of people from buying the homes that are sitting on the market and the ones that are, obviously making everybody rush towards and try to gobble up the cute ones that are already renovated is it's usually floors, kitchen, and paint. That's usually it.
Those flipping companies, they make a lot of money by buying houses cheap and going in and putting floors and paint. I mean, that's pretty much what they're doing.
Sometimes it's floors, paint, and sometimes cabinets.
Sometimes they'll mostly paint the cabinets, right? Not usually replace them.
Absolutely. So I mean, kitchens don't have to be a $30,000 job. Kitchen could be a $12,000 upgrade. It really just depends on what it needs. So I just think it's really awesome that you have the flexibility to go up and down on how much you spend. You don't have to take the full 30 out. The other question is, and this is just a genuine question for me. So we've chosen an amazing contractor who's licensed, in good standing, in great place. What if someone wants to bring their own licensed contractor in? Is that something that's a part of it?
We just have to get them approved because we have to make sure that they're licensed, bonded, insured, and everything that the lender's going to need. Because we're going to want to make sure that when title releases the money to be able to do that job, that this person is vetted to be able to take the money and put it to where they're supposed to and not just take it and leave,
And I think that's a question that I would want to ask because I'm pretty handy. I like to do DIY stuff around the house. And, I would want to know, okay, well, what if I want to do this loan, but then I want to do the renovations myself? The reality is that the loan can't be backed by the banks and things like that if they don't know that someone's going to put the value and the quality into the work that they're putting the money on to
or
get
even
it done.
do the work
Or even do the
altogether.
work, period, right?
Yeah, because people could just take the money and
And
keep
run,
it. That's why
right.
they're going to vet everybody in this
Okay.
process.
So I think that's a really good point.
Mhm.
I know that there's probably going to be people in the comments asking, well, what if I just want to do the floors myself? I can save money to do it that way. Sure, you can, but this is already a benefit of you being able to roll it into your
Mhm.
loan. There's already a benefit. There's already a give and a give and a give on the bank side to support this process and
Mhm.
this experience for you. The give on your side is that it has to be done by a licensed contractor in order for
Mhm.
them to feel safe enough to give you the money to make it happen.
Yeah.
So I do think that that's really important.
Yeah.
I love
Thanks
that.
for bringing it up.
Any other things, anything else we want to touch on? Because I want to throw some other ideas out there that maybe that we haven't talked about yet on, you know, like what they could do with these houses. So I keep bringing up pool and kitchen and this and that, but I've got some other ideas.
I
so,
know. Let the imagination flow. We love it when Laci's imagination
If you're
flows.
stopping yourself from buying a house right now, don't do it, my friends. Now your mindset should be completely wide open.
This is something, I mean, it's a loan that's been done for a long time.
Yeah.
But it hasn't been looked at for, like, the last time I've done one of these was probably like 10 years ago, because when there was like a lot of foreclosures that were people buying, they did a lot of it. But right now, with there being such a limited amount out there, it's an opportunity, I think, because you're buying a house that not everybody's writing a bid on.
Yep.
So sometimes you might even be able to get closing costs. Am I saying that right?
Might be able to get some closing costs. Maybe they'll buy your points down. Nothing's guaranteed, but it does give more negotiability. If you're willing to buy a home that's been sitting on the market, like we saw some homes, we were looking at what's on the market, just what's been sitting for a while this morning. And we were like, man, beautiful home. The interior is great. Doesn't have a fenced in backyard. People get scared at the thought of, what, I got a fence in this backyard? How much is a fence?
Put a wall in that.
Put a wall up and go, right? Now the house is perfect, but it doesn't have a yard. Now it does, right? So it really opens you up to negotiability. The seller's probably going to be a little bit more desperate to want to do a better deal with you. And it really gives us a chance to open up the range of what we can look at and what you see in your searches from us. A lot of times people are super limited because they're like, I will not look at a house that does not have a pool. We're like, well, that's going to give you 8 homes to look at, or we could look at 80 homes and we could really kind of see if there's pool size lots that we could maybe whittle it down to, so that there's an opportunity for you to put in that pool, right?
And not only that, you're making the pool your own too.
Yeah.
Like a house with a pool, it could be a 20-year-old pool that needs to be fully renovated itself.
Right. And that's another thing you can use the money for, right? So it's just really exciting for me, because not only does it help the pickier buyers maybe open their mindset a little bit, it helps the buyers who are getting beat out and who are getting outbid because they're so narrowly focused on what they want and don't have the money to do renovations after the fact, to really be able to have an opportunity to do it. Amber, what about the interest rate for this, or any other things that might be costing the buyer with this loan as a part of it? Because I know it's part of the FHA program,
it's
right?
the FHA program. So it's 3.5% down. It's regular FHA rates. There's not.
I'm sorry. FHA rates, and FHA also offers lower
mortgage insurance.
Lower credit score.
Yeah. You don't. Well, this one you have to have 620 or above to do the loan. And then also the other thing I wanted to point out is when you find the house, so we're going to pre-approve you. You're going to fill out the application. We're going to run all the numbers for you, give you the payment, make sure you're good with it, send you out with Miss Las Vegas Gal's team, and then to look for the house. And once you have the house, the first thing you're going to want to do is get all of your bids from the general contractor, because when we order the appraisal, we're going to want to be able to show, okay, here's the price of the house, plus here's the repairs. So we want to make sure the appraiser is doing all of it and doing this as a renovation. So
the one thing that I had not asked, which I'm happy I asked it. So FHA normally allows you to go down to 580 FICO score, but this is 540. Pardon me, it was 580. 540 does have to be 620 or above. So if you're not at 620 but you want to take advantage of this, you can call us. We'll put you on a game plan. We'll get you dialed into where we can get you to jump that number up as fast as possible, and then it's time to rock and roll. But 620 FICO score. Otherwise, all the FHA inclusions are there, right?
Yeah, you have to stay the FHA loan limits. We need to be sure to stay under that after down payment. So FHA loan limits are $492 and change.
Okay.
I never remember the change.
I never remember the change either. $492 and something or other.
And so it's $492 and change. So, but remember, that's after your down payment. So if you buy the house for like $505 and then put your down payment down of 3.5%, you'll be under that.
You could really work this. And it goes up to almost 500,000. So I mean, this is a wide range of homes that we're talking about. Some of the homes that are, even in the lower 200-300 still go pretty quickly, but there are some that'll sit because everybody walks in going, it smells like pee, like cat pee, needs new carpet, needs new that. All of that can be renovated and fixed with some of the money that you need to do for the renovation.
Yeah, what an opportunity that cat pee gives you.
Oh my goodness.
Like gives you as a buyer, right? Because
and I'm wearing like a leopard print shirt today. So I'm like, oh, is that our vibe today? We're talking about cat pee.
Because it stinks, you can then take it and turn it into brand new carpet smell.
That stuff can be fixed, but so many people just nope, can't do it. Gotta walk away. Hold on. Kills and good paint and the proper renovation of the home can get rid of that. And you could be walking into a home that would have been perfect, but nobody else was willing to look at it because of, I don't want to say cat pee, but that was definitely something that's happened. So I'm using it or whatever. So I want to run through some of the options for what you may, just to help you guys dream a little bit and think about this. So, again, if you're a person who is, I need a house with a casita, I have to have a house with a casita because I have a dance studio or an art studio, or I want to have my college student live out there, or I want to do Airbnb if you're licensed and are able to do it. I don't want to be caught in the middle if you're not. Whatever the reasoning is behind it, I need a casita. Well, I'm going to let you know right now, there are not a lot of casita homes in Las Vegas. And if they are, they're in a much higher bracket.
Those are harder.
Yeah. So what if we looked for a home that had a large enough lot that gave you an opportunity to build a casita in the backyard?
I love the way you dream.
Right. I know how to dream. I know how to be, I know how to be creative with homes that are not as, not quite there. And it's just heartbreaking sometimes. So let's say that now we get to look at all the homes that have all the other criteria that you want, and a lot that's going to be large enough for you to do what you want to do. We get these people that give you an estimate on what it's going to be to build out a casita to your liking. And then boom, it gets rolled right into the loan. Now you have the option to look at so many more homes that are going to fit your criteria. How about a home? How about this? How about a home that is awesome layout? You love everything about it, but it's going to need, even when it's going to need a new AC. This is the original AC. You know that this AC is going to bust the minute you move in because you're moving in July 3rd and it's the hottest day of the year. And all of a sudden, it's going to break, right? So you just know upfront it's going to happen. I know it's going to happen. I don't want to even have it happen. I just want to know I have a new AC system. You get the estimate for the AC. You roll it into the loan. Boom. Now you have a new AC getting put in within the first 30 days of moving in. Sounds like a plan to me.
I think it sounds amazing. I mean, because how often do you see houses like that with the AC?
All day.
Plus the appliances too. Like the appliances might be the same age. Yes. So then you just wrap all of that into it.
Yep. What if you just hate the paint? Oh man, I went and we've showed some homes over the years.
Some people have some crazy paint going on.
I love artistic people. I love a cool vibe. I love like accent walls. Listen, have fun. It's your house. But when you go to sell that house, you either need to get over yourself and let go of your artistic vibe and paint that thing, or you need to be accepting lower offers from people who are going to have to walk in and paint it. But let's say I don't want to go try to figure out how to paint this thing on my own, or I'm not going to have the money afterward. This needs a full renovation paint job. Yeah. It's going to be at least $3,000 to repaint this house. You can utilize this loan, take out only $3,000 or $5,000 or whatever it's going to be, and boom, it's getting repainted for you. So just some things for you to think about.
Professionally
painted. Yeah. Flooring, safety issues. Let's say you know that there's a safety issue there's something that's bothering you with some safety issue that comes up during the process of buying the home. We know that it's going to be an issue. You can have that repair list addressed by a contractor, have it looked at, have it rolled into the loan so that when you move in, all those issues can be fixed by a professional so that you live in a safe and sound environment and everything is great, right?
I love you the way you're doing.
I love it. So if you want a pool, if you want a new backyard, I don't like that they have rocks in the backyard. I want grass, or I want fake grass, or I need a pergola, or I want to build out a fire pit in the corner.
Or like a playground.
You want
for your kids.
A splash pad. You want to put I have friends that have splash pad in their backyard.
Yeah.
Listen, those are some people that spent a lot of money on their backyard, but yes, they have splash pad. Or I want a basketball court, or I want to repave the side and I want to extend the side of my yard because I have the land to do it so that I can park my RV. All of that can be included. So this is really taking you from there's just no houses that I like, to maybe you broaden the spectrum and look at more of what you could dream about a little bit, and let us help you look around it. So kitchen renovations, bathroom renovations, flooring, paint, build a casita, build a pool, build a backyard.
You're making me want to buy a house.
I know. I'm like excited. New AC unit. That's a huge one. Or it needs a new water heater. Or it's going to need, the pool that it already has is gorgeous and awesome, but it needs to be replastered. Or it's going to need a new heater or a new what's that pool pump? It's going to need a new pool pump. Roll it into the loan, my friends, and let's make it happen. This is you get a house. I'm going to Oprah everybody. You get a house, because at the end of the day, if you can qualify for FHA with the 620 plus FICO score, and you can take advantage of the low down payment for FHA, 3.5%. You could take advantage of the FHA awesome rates that they're giving. Like, why would you not take advantage of this and lay it on top of your loan? It takes all the stress out of doing it on your own after the fact. It takes the backbreaking work of doing it on your own out of it. And it's where you really can roll in, move into Vegas or move into your home if you're already here, and have it be a turnkey
and feel
experience.
like it's truly
and
your
it's yours
home.
right away. And you choose the paint, you choose the floors, and it's not a nightmare that you're doing one room at a time. And oh, whoops, wish we would have bought the flooring for the whole house when we were doing it on our own. Now we've run out of, they don't sell that flooring anymore. And we just had that one last room
that
to
does
do.
happen.
Happens all the time, right? So really, really want you guys to think about this as an option for buyers who are typically a little bit more narrow-minded and narrow-fielded. Broaden that, break down the walls. You need a pool? Awesome. Let's look at lots that are going to only give you a size enough for a pool and figure out how to get you a pool for under $31,000, right? Things like that. So I just think it's a really, really cool opportunity. I was really excited when you brought this up. Last week, you blew my mind with the 1% down program, which I'm going to reiterate. If you guys haven't watched that video, go
it's an amazing
watch
program.
it or just call us and I'll tell you about it. But so blew my mind last week. This is another one that's mind blowing. And guess what, my friends? Nobody's talking about it. We're the only ones talking about it. We're a little verklempt because we're very upset that nobody else is talking about this loan. Nobody's thinking outside of the box. That's what we do here.
It is what we do. I mean,
I'm off my soapbox. I need a drink.
I know, but you honestly made me want to buy a house. I was like, that sounds good. Yeah, I want that too.
Right? You want to live in Summerlin, but you know, because you want your kids to go to Summerlin schools, but all the houses in Summerlin are too expensive. Well, what about the houses in Summerlin that are sitting because they're not renovated, because it's been the original owner who isn't there anymore for whatever reason, and you get a chance to still live in Summerlin, still go to those awesome schools, but you get to make that house your own. There's just a lot of ways you guys can think about this. I love it.
I love it too.
I freaking love it.
I love it too.
Would this work on a new home, Amber? So let's say I want to put a pool in a new home and I want to buy a new home, and you have to get the loan through Amber if you do this, but would it work if I was going to do FHA on a new home? Could this work with that?
Yeah, you can. Well, there's a couple things on a new home, because new home, you could do this loan on a new home because you are repairing, you're upgrading the house with the pool, right? But there's also for new homes only, there's a specific program just for new construction, that you can add in the pool to it too. Right.
So there are those options.
We can look at both. We can look at both depending on how much the pool's going to cost.
But I mean, the pool is the biggest one because that's the one that most people get stuck on. But the casita is another one that I think nobody's thinking about, right? I don't know why would you not do this and do a 31 plus day? Like, how cool, let's dream for a minute.
Well, even if you wanted to Airbnb that little casita, that's easier if you're living in the house, right? To use that as an income source.
So Airbnb, you need to have special licensing and all of that, but if you do 31 day or more Airbnb, you can set up a full-blown casita in your backyard. You can do Airbnb legally because it's not short-term rental after 30 days. It's long-term. You can now make money on that with traveling nurses or traveling professionals or whatever. And you rolled it into your freaking loan, and you're like, hello, you guys, the endless opportunity here.
Thinking big.
I'm off my soapbox.
Just thinking different. I love it.
It's
1:30. Open up the mindset.
Why isn't it 5 o'clock somewhere? I need a cocktail. I'm just kidding. Someone bring me a martini. This shirt needs a martini next to it. It's very, very
cute little leopard shirt.
Anyway, okay. Let's have you guys ask us some questions. Let's go to the comment box here. We are super excited about this loan as well as so much else that's going on in the market. So once again, I'm a realtor. This is what I do for a living. She's a lender. This is what she does in this world. Top 200 in the nation. There's actually a stack of new awards that just arrived for this year that are sitting next to us that haven't been hung yet. This woman cannot stop winning awards because she's so effing amazing at what she does.
You always make my head big, but thank you.
I walked in, I go, oh, we got a new set of awards this year. I go, you have no walls left. Where are we going to put them? She's like, I don't know. We'll figure it out. I don't know. This woman is incredible. And it's not because she's doing so much more volume. It's none of that. It's maybe that's it. But it's because she thinks outside the box. She thinks on your behalf. She wants to bring hope. We are not driven by the bottom line. We are driven by your heart, your hope, and your connection to this city. So please know we come from the best place. We are very honest and direct. We have a lot of people that are calling us that can't believe they're actually speaking to the people that are on the YouTube videos. We're literally just regular people. But the main thing that drives us is when we hear the voice on the other side of the phone that says, I never would have dreamed of buying a home until I watched your videos. It wasn't until I listened to you guys.
That makes my heart feel
I can't. I'm gonna cry right now.
It
it wasn't until I saw your videos that I thought it might be possible. You've given me hope. And then we hold on to those people. I don't care if it takes 5 years, 10 years. It doesn't matter. We will hold on to them and white knuckle it until we get them into that home. So that is what drives us, ladies and gentlemen. And that's why we're doing this amazing series of awesome loans. We're going to do every week. We're going to try to come with a new, more outlandish,
we're going to try to blow your mind every week. It's a lot of pressure.
It's a lot of pressure. This girl lost sleep over it, but I'm pretty sure my mind has been been blown. This is an amazing loan.
Well, I mean, just your vision of it made me want to go buy another
Let's
house.
go. Listen, I'll take you out personally. I love dreaming a dream. I'll walk into a house and go, okay, what do you hate? I'll tell you what I hate. What do you hate? Okay, cool. Here's what we can do. Boop, 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 boop. Now let's put it together. Let's see if we can make it happen.
That sounds like a series of videos for Miss Laci.
Oh, well, come and buy a house with us. Maybe your house will be featured in the before and after series.
Yeah.
All right, let's see. We've got me and my kids. Let's see. Letitia the author. Me and my kids want to move to Vegas next year. Where to start? I want a nice neighborhood. Letitia, first of all,
yay.
Thank you for watching us. I hope you stuck in with us up to this point. Super excited that you're watching our videos. This is where you start. If you want to be very honest, this is where you start.
Yeah.
That phone number that's on the bottom of the screen, or if you just want to click the link in the description or click the link in the pinned comment on YouTube. You may be watching us somewhere else. I think she's watching us on YouTube. Wherever you're finding us, there's lots of ways to get in touch. This is where you start. Mm-hmm. A lot of people are reaching out a little too late. It's like, oh, you're moving here next month. Well, we needed to be talking to you. We'll help you, but it would have been a nicer experience and a more fun experience had we started 3 to 6 to 9 months ago, right? So now is where you start. I don't care if you're trying to move here 5 years from now. Now is when you call us. We want to be friends. Let's go. Let's make this happen. So please consider reaching out, even if it's just to say hi and let us know what your dream is. We'll take notes about it. We'll try to keep in touch. And if you're ready to go, we'll get you ready to go. If you're not, we'll hang on till you are. That's the bottom line. So thank you for reaching out. Krista says, I missed the beginning. Hi, ladies. Hey, Krista. Good to see you.
Krista.
Thanks for joining us. The LVTT, I think we might have answered some of these, but what are the rules and laws for carrying out parts of the restoration for the home yourself? If you have the right hands and have some new renovation experience. We did talk about why the lending portion of this would not be okay with you doing the renovations yourself, right?
Yeah, only because the lender's going to want to make sure the money, like that's why we have to vet out the contractor. That contractor is going to have to be somebody that's well known, that does the job, that gets
in
it
good
completed,
standing.
good standing, has the insurance bonded, because all of that stuff. So that ensures us as the lender that the house is completed to the way that it was written up and the way that the appraisal's done.
Yeah. So sorry, again, I'm a frugal girl. I like to do stuff myself too. I love to put in flooring. I love doing renovations of homes. I can't wait to do my next one. With this loan, that's just the way, that's the give, right? They're going to give you the money and they're going to let you spread it out over time. That's the give. And I understand it because I'm not the greatest at doing caulking and tile, and I wouldn't want to pay me to do that either. So same sort of thing. We're not all the great. I love this. For Android says, 55 says, can't wait to move to Vegas. We can't either.
Wait for you to move to Vegas.
Paul Carl. Hey, Paul, it's good to see you. No leopards were harmed to make Laci's outfit. How do you know that? I might be hunting leopards and I'm definitely not. There's a sheer leopard. It was definitely a sheer leopard. For Android said, we'll talk tomorrow, Amber. Looks like you got a call scheduled for Android 55.
We do have a call tomorrow.
Yay.
I'm excited to talk to you.
Here's a really good one from Donald Gesselman. I hope you both are having a great day. I'm planning a move from Southern California in 2024. I was wondering if there are lower mortgage rates available if you come in with around 70% down. Good question.
That's a great question.
Thank you.
Yeah. So there was a video that we did a while ago where on conventional loans, they add like LLPAs, loan level price adjustments, right? So the more money you put down, the lower your rate is because they don't have any loan level price adjustments on it. Yeah. So when you get to a certain point, you do have a better rate on conventional.
All right. So here's the deal, Donald. I know you're looking at next year. Start talking to us now. I mean it when I say there's no pressure. We don't push you to do it faster. It could be even end of next year, but start talking to us now. You never know.
You never know what can come up when we're talking game plan.
And here's what has happened at least 5 times in the last 2 years, and maybe more. This is just what I remember. There's been people who reached out, like we asked, early, and then they get it started and whatever. And then they call us a month later and go, I know we said we were moving till next year, but after talking to you or something else happened and now we have to move quick. So can we go?
That just happened this week.
It's happened this week. And it's like, thank goodness we called you already, because we would have been starting from square zero and having to get everything in our ducks in a row. Now that we already have an established relationship, it made that move much faster, right? Same thing goes for people who have done the opposite. Man, I thought I wasn't moving until next year. I was going to wait until next year to call you. I just got word that I'm getting transferred next month. Now I'm in a rush. Now this sucks. And it's like, we just don't want that to be your experience. So Donald, you better call us. That's all I'm saying. I would love to chat with you. Let's see. Can this be applied to townhomes as well, Amber? This loan?
Absolutely, it can.
Absolutely.
You can even do it on condos too. The condo just has to be FHA approved.
Yeah, so we would know that ahead of time before showing you the condos.
Yeah. But townhouses, you're free. You could absolutely do it on townhouses.
So this is applied, just to make it very clear to everyone. This is an FHA loan that just has almost an added whipped cream on top. This is whipped cream on top of the FHA loan.
I'm like picturing your cupcake right now.
I'm very excited. I wish it better be gluten-free or I'm going to be in trouble. But other than that, okay, let's talk. DLVTT says, okay, you answered my previous questions. Is there a loan for renovation only? Example, if I buy a house 100% for $450,000 and I just want to renovate it for a $50,000 loan, can I do the work myself? That's a good question.
Most of the renovation loans are going to require you to have a general contractor within that.
I think it's the same thing we were talking about. The lender wants to make sure that it's going to be done right or done at all.
Because we have to hold that money in title in order for you to renovate it. So they're going to have to release it to someone other than the borrower just to ensure that it's done.
Yes, I love it. Okay, Krista says, we're excited to move there. By the way, you guys have been so pleasant and helpful. You gave us hope to get our own home. So thank you. Hi, Krista. Aww. I remember talking to her. She's so sweet. I'm so excited. It just gets me so tickled when we talk to people and they go from, we don't even know, to, oh my God, we're buying a house. It's just like, I just got goosebumps. I can't.
Yeah.
Oh,
we're excited to help you, Krista.
Nioka Scott says, I think it's how I said her name. I think I talked to her and I think I'm saying it right again. Nioka says, hi ladies, I love this idea. I would love to build a casita and rent it out for extra income. That's right, girl. 31. See? It does not require an Airbnb license if it's 31 days or more. You are a regular landlord.
I mean, that's such a great idea to do this program, put on a casita, and then you're gaining extra money from renting that casita, especially when rents are high right now. That's needed.
Ladies and gentlemen, let me help you dream and make an investment out of it. I'm telling you, let's go. Let's go. Emily says, let's see. That's how I felt. Been watching your videos for years, and one of your agents and Amber helped me run my numbers a couple weeks ago, and we're looking to buy next year when our lease is up. Yay, yes, Emily, I love that. So exciting. Message me on that cell phone. Let me know which of our agents you're working with. I'm really excited and really grateful that you reached out. Or was it me who I spoke to? I don't know if I spoke to you, but I would like to. I'd like to get to know you. And if you're working with this girl, that's really all you need to know right now.
We're excited to see you get here.
So if you can tell, guys, just from the comments from this video, first of all, thank you to everybody who's sending us love. We really appreciate it. This is our passion. We want to help you think outside the box. We are not the traditional, hi, are you ready to buy a house? Awesome. But not ready yet. Call me when you're ready, which is what you're going to get from a lot of people.
Most people do that.
Or lenders who go, well, these are the 3 loans that I do, and all I do is this. And oh, you have bad credit. Call me when your credit's fixed. That's not us. Unfortunately, that's not us. That would be so nice if that wasn't us.
That's so crazy.
But Amber is patient and has knowledge and awareness about how to get you dialed in and put you on a game plan so that maybe you can't buy today, but we want to get you to a point where you can buy. It's teamwork, baby. And we want to be your team, right?
Yes, we absolutely do.
I only work with the best in the business. Let me toot her horn one more time.
You know what? Back at you. Okay?
Oh, okay.
I only work with the best as well.
Thank you.
It's nice when you could choose because you could choose beautiful people like Laci.
You know, bringing the leopard out today. I'm gonna go have anyway. No, just super excited that we have the opportunity to serve you. We are, we are seeing our city grow exponentially.
It is.
It's exciting and scary a little bit.
Growing.
Yeah. And I think it's scary for me because I don't ever want our city to be out of reach for anyone. I don't ever want to turn into
like California.
I don't ever want to be Los Angeles. I like LA. I love to visit, but I don't ever want to be a place where home ownership is not possible. And I just know that the larger we grow and the faster we grow, that's more and more of a possibility. Not tomorrow, thankfully, so don't get stressed. But while you have the opportunity, while you have this chance, even if you're always a lifelong renter and you're living paycheck to paycheck, I promise you there's still a way to start to dream. Just start dreaming, because I would hate to see you be one of the many people who call us 5 years from now and go, I should have bought 5 years ago. I should have bought 3 years ago. I should have, coulda, woulda. Don't be shoulda, coulda, woulda. Just do it. Just get into it now. When you're ready, we'll be there.
It's time.
It's time. Even if you're dreaming, if we're getting that little thing going in your belly there, then you need to be our friends. I even have people that have called me through the channel who are definitely not buying for another year or two, but we just had such a fun conversation that I'm like, well, when are you coming? Oh, you're going to be here next week. Well, call me when you're in town. Let's go out to the pool together. Let's hang out. Like I need friends, people. Let's go. Okay. I mean, I don't look like I need friends because a lot of people see I'm busy, crazy, running around, but I love a new friend. Let's go. I love a new friend. I love meeting you guys in person.
And you love a good party too.
I do love a good party. I know how to party. Okay. So it's kind of live in Las Vegas. So Amber, anything else on this loan we should know? 620 FICO score. It's FHA loan awesomeness all around. What else?
Yeah, FHA loan awesomeness. You got to keep your loan amount to 492 and change. There's change to that. I I mean, it's 3.5% down.
Like,
and
hello.
dream big. Dream big.
God, let me help you.
Don't let the houses out there hold you up
Yeah.
or the market hold you up. This is the time to dream, and this is the type of program to do it with. You can
Let's
close
go.
in 30 to 45 days on this.
That was the last piece of puzzle. I was going to just ask it. So it's not like it's going to take you 6 months to get this loan. A lot of those loans that are a little bit more unique kind of loans take you out 3 or 4 months, which gets you never going to get the house. This is a quick and easy loan, quick and easy close. Yeah. Let's go.
Yeah.
That's all I got to say.
Let's do it.
All right. I'm going to go round this up. I've got a big day ahead of me of dreaming with more clients. I hope to be dreaming with you soon. What about you, Amber?
I hope to be dreaming with you soon too.
All right. So
it'll be fun to see.
Yeah. How do we do that, Amber? What do we do? We click that link.
The link below.
And we it's a judge-free zone. Just want to make sure you're aware of that. Completely judge-free zone. We both have lives and credit crap and all the other stuff that you do. Call us, text us, or click the link in the description or the pinned comment. Let us help you start dreaming today. And we'll look at this 203K loan and see if it's the right one for you. We've also got the 1% down loan, which is blowing my mind right now, along with all the other amazing loans.
And we're going to blow your mind again next week too.
Stay tuned, baby. You better stay tuned. We're going to give you a little bit more notice about next week's broadcast. But for now, we're just here serving you on a day-to-day basis. Putting a little whipped cream on the top of that loan. I always wanted to be a game show host, so like I could end it back in 2 and 2. You know, I can like do that weird, like with like the long, skinny microphone. Hi, everybody. We're here. All right, guys, we're wrapping it up. That's all from the game show today. We're gonna send you off with blah, blah. There's always like words of wisdom in the end. So we're here to put the whipped cream on your loan. Okay. Now that you allowed me to be a nerd for 5 seconds, we'll see you next time. Thank you guys.
Bye, guys.
Stay tuned and start dreaming.